we say good morning to you. Thanks for being with us on this Monday. I hope you survived Easter. We did. You know what? 11 best words ever spoken. He is not here. He is risen, just as he said. It's the day after. So we are here ready to rock and roll. We're going to be joined by her. She's here. We're going to have a little update on what's going on Northeast Community Credit Union. We were just there Friday on the Oakland Avenue exit in Johnson City. She's here. Mrs. DeMoss in the house. Going to be joined by Leslie from Sycamore Shoals. Going to be joined by Courtney Beans. Going to come by today from Main Street, Elizabeth. Lots going on downtown. And also Mike Cornhead, baseball coach of Elizabeth. The big baseball game today, 4:40 airtime. First pitch, 5 o'clock. The Cyclones and the Crockett Pioneers at the stadium. Going to be a great day for baseball. These are the kind of days you want to come watch a game. I mean, it's not going to be 40 degrees and raining sideways. It's going to be nice. It is, 79 degrees right now. Going to be in the low 80s today, so it's going to be good to come out and watch a baseball game. So come on down to Northeast Community Credit Union Ballpark and do just that. Here we go, national anthem time. Then she is here. We're going to put her right on because she is ready to rock and roll. We understand that. So it is Jennifer Nettles' turn. Yeah, let's let Jennifer do it. National anthem on show number 2271 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
What's your definition of fresh? At Food City, ours starts every morning as our certified butchers hand cut everything you see behind the counter fresh that day. Fresh also means our beef is ground in the store several times a day, time-stamped with the hour it was ground. That's a fresh guarantee. The fact is, it just doesn't get any fresher than this. That's why we say, start fresh with Food City.
There we go. It's amazing we hit the right buttons. Well, I've been doing this every day for 10 years. You would think I know which buttons to hit, but I didn't. But we do now. So, and she's here. Good morning. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Good. Life's good.
It is. It's really good.
Now, we've had this discussion before. You're a summer girl, right? So you like this weather.
I do.
Oh, yes.
I look forward to this weather, and this past weekend was perfect.
Yes, it was. Hello, Deborah Sparks. Hello, Linda Cook. Hello, Junior Campbell. Thank you all for being with us. We were, I was a fireman today, putting out fires. You ever had to put out fires?
Yeah, mostly every
Yeah,
day.
yeah. So I got hooked up in one back at 9 o'clock this morning, so we're just here, but we're here, ready to roll. And it's part of it. It's called LIFE. So, but you know what? It's the day after he came up out of the grave. I'm okay with it.
That's right.
11 most important words ever spoken. He is not here. He has risen just as he said. So there we go. For us Bible believers, it's a good day in the neighborhood because he's come up out of the grave. He's up on the throne. And he's coming soon. So hello to Bob Blackwell. Thank you for watching the show. This is show number 2271. We keep on clicking them off. We have baseball today at Northeast Community Credit Union Ballpark. The Cyclones and the Crockett Pioneers, big game, as Andy told Barney. Big, 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 big. Aren't you an Andy Griffith fan?
I mean, I grew up listening and watching
Watch
it on
it, yeah.
TV. I had no choice.
Right. So Barney would say, Andy, it's big, 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 big. So today's game is big, 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 big. So, and tomorrow's even bigger because if the rain don't get us, let's see, how's it go? Elizabeth wins today. They'll play tomorrow for the conference championship against Tennessee I. So we'll be there anyway. 4:40 both days. First pitch at 5 o'clock. And we'll go video and audio. Tucker Taylor running the camera for us. So we're here talking about NCCU. The new branch is up and open and going good, right?
Yes, Not Teeny branch is open. It is behind the construction zone, as you can see. Up there, there's a lot of dirt where the new location is going to go. So behind that is a modular temporary, and it's got the full service of the credit union. So you can do everything there. It's got an ATM. You enter the same way you had previously, and we're open same hours, all locations. We're open Saturday. And right now, temporarily, we're open in the lobby at our main office behind Elizabethan High School on Saturdays, just for convenience because we're having a drive-through renovation. So I'm sure if you've been by there, you can see that our drive-through is slightly moved to a booth at this time.
Baker says, I'm putting out fires too. I got a leaking dishwasher. Great way to start the week. See?
Terrible.
It's not just us. Or not
Hope
just
that
you.
he caught it before it was through the whole cycle.
Amen.
Yeah.
So, anyway, she's up there where they make some really good hamburgers
Lisa.
at Barker's. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Up there in the eggnog milkshake.
Yes.
Ooh, good stuff. So, anyway, everybody's putting out fires. I'm not the only one. So, but that's why we're a little bit tardy getting on. But it is what it is. We'll stay on until we can stop talking. Now, if you're a Tennessee fan, you're going to like this story real quick. Nick Ament. Kid 6'10". He said, I'm coming to Tennessee. He signed. He's coming to play. He said no to Kentucky, North Carolina, Duke, Arkansas, Louisville, the big boys, if you will. And Rick Barnes got him. That's a biggie in a literal sense. 6'10", kid can play, and so he is the new acquisition for the Tennessee basketball team for Rick Barnes. That's a big deal. We'll talk more about that coming up. Hello, sir. Hello. Well, that's one of my sponsors. There you go. From Farm Bureau. So there you go. It's good stuff. Andy Scott. All right, Teresa Stout, how you doing? Thank you for being with us. So, folks out here wanting to get an automobile loan, we've got them and got a great rate going on at NCCU. Tell me about it, would you please?
We do. We have an awesome auto loan rate starting at 3.99% APR, and you can apply on our website at bmycu.org or come in one of our convenient locations, and a loan expert can help you out. That's an awesome rate right now, and I mean, I was shocked when I seen it roll out, and I had to double check and do a double take. So we're really excited about that. Let us know if you would like more information on that, and we'll get the ball rolling.
That's all you got to do.
Goodness.
There's another one. You know him too, huh?
Yes, I know Tyler.
Yep. Another one of the Farm Bureau agents. They must be having lunch today. Have a little impromptu meeting. 3.99% APR, qualifications applied, limited time offer. The magic website is, you can actually do it on the web, right?
You can. It's at bmycu.org or call 547-1200.
547-1200 or bmycu.org. The East Tennessee Community Network meeting. If you're an entrepreneur or an organization, you want to get a little extra pub, they can help you do it. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we have a monthly network meeting. It is hosted by Northeast Community Credit Union, but our friends at the Elizabethan Chamber have offered their space each month. So we have a high attendance at this meeting. It is the first Wednesday of every month. It is at 8 a.m. Doors open at 7 p.m. And everyone gets a chance to tell about your business or organization. So you can call me at 547-1220, or you can email me at andreadamas@bmasu.org.
Mm-hmm. So either way,
Yeah.
get yourself signed up and get in there. And I've done it. She had me come once. Actually, Kathy had me come back in the day and talked about the show. That was over a year or so ago, and I actually got a lead out of it. And, well, I got a sale out of it, so I know it works. Hello, Peggy Peterson. How you doing? Thanks for watching.
Hi, Peggy.
You know Peggy?
I do.
Are you kin to her?
No, I'm not.
No, because you're kin to a lot of people.
She is like a mama, though.
She is Mama. Yep. And
We love her.
Keith and
Debbie.
Debbie. Keith and Deb said, tell you hello. We saw them yesterday at church house, and we just love Angie. That's there. We all love Angie. So there you go. She's a fine lady. So she's like a Japanese car. She's a nice one. So there you go. East Tennessee Community Network meeting. Now, I always want to promote the teachers. I love our teachers,
Yeah.
and you guys give out $300 a month to the teachers. Tell us about that.
We do. Ashley is busy contacting those winners each month. That is 12 months out of the year. It does not stop when they are out of school. It is any kind of need for your classroom, and you can submit. It's like a one-page application. Fill it out. It is for any teacher eligible within one of the 5 surrounding counties. And so we continue to do that, and we love seeing the photos they send us when something's purchased or it's put to good use. So it's continuing on and on and on.
Mhm.
So $300 to the eligible teacher.
Year round,
Yes.
which is awesome.
Yes.
Even in the summertime. Teachers are not even in school.
Right.
Somebody's getting $300.
Yeah.
Why would you not? If you know somebody that's a school teacher, or if you're a school teacher, of course, you're probably not watching this right now. You're probably in the classroom. But if you know somebody that's a teacher, why in the world would you not tell them to sign up? I mean, it takes, 20 seconds to sign up?
It's not bad at all, and you can submit it on our website.
Mm-hmm.
You can fax it, mail it, or drop it off.
Yeah. It's a no-brainer, folks. And, of course, they believe in the teachers.
Yeah.
The other cool thing they do, too, is on Fridays they wear blue jeans. Still doing that this year, too?
We do. We just were able to help this gentleman, I believe. We just got a email about helping someone out just as of today,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why we pay $1 to wear jeans on Fridays.
Yep. And it goes in the pot.
It goes to a good cause.
At the end of the year,
Yes.
they accumulate all the branches. If you wear jeans on a Friday, kick a buck into the pot, which I think is really cool. At
It
the end of the
is.
year, it adds up, and a pretty significant check goes to a charity that needs a little help, right?
It does, yeah.
Yep. And the last thing I want to talk about, this is really cool. So if you're in a bind, I know when Teresa came on the show a couple of times, and Kathy, and you have too, you guys make loans for, like, to keep your lights on or the water bill. A lot of folks don't do that, but you do that at the credit union. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so we, I'm so sorry I got sidetracked.
Yeah.
Okay.
That little kid over there, he's cute as a
is he-
button.
I don't know if he's okay or not, but
Yeah.
anyways,
He-
we do loans for just about anything. I mean, sometimes institutions don't even look your way. If you need something like a washer or dryer,
Mhm.
we do that. We also have been known to cover your electric payments or your water payments. We also do loan forgiveness. So loan forgiveness payments, you can do so many a year, or if you're in a bind, or if there was a emergency in your life, we work with you. So we can do loan plan, and it's all you got to do is talk to us, and we'll work with you.
And to be a credit union member costs you a whopping
$5.
$5. Now, we said earlier about the Christmas Club. I checked the countdown to Christmas, which is really ridiculous, but it's 247 days to Christmas, or Christmas Eve. So you can still put in money now. You could start, here it is April the 21st. You can start, what is this, April? As I said, that May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So you're talking, what, 8 months?
Mm-hmm.
If you set back $100 a month, you can swing that. That's $800 for Christmas. And just write a check to you. So now's a good time, if you can, to start a Christmas Club account at any of the branches. And again, it takes $5 to become a member, and after that, you can start the account, right?
Oh yeah, you can, and it adds up. And also, if you have so much in your savings, if you do a Christmas club, you don't have to touch that. You do have access, but you can also tell us, out of my paycheck, put this much in there, and it will automatically do that. Bi-weekly, weekly, monthly, however often you want it to do that.
Didn't know that.
And our regular savings actually accrues interest. So you get dividends on your regular savings accounts as well. And so that's pretty awesome. And that's quarterly paid to your savings. So Christmas Club is awesome. Our regular savings, we've got Platinum Elite, which is a great dividend as well. That is paid monthly.
She has a plethora of information. And none of this is on the sheet, by the way. This is a wing job. She's a winger.
Yes, I'm a winger.
She's a winger from way back, so there you go. Anyway, the key to it is bemycu.org. That's what gets everything started.
Yes.
That and the phone number is
423-547-1200.
1200.
Thank you.
Awesome job, as always. Quick break. We'll take a look. It's a busy day. You see outside, it's a gorgeous day here in Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. So I tell you, it's going to be a busy day in baseball and softball. We'll give you the schedule and take a look at Major League Baseball next on show number 2271 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
On our buddy Joseph Taylor, Ivy Hall Nursing Home. What's going on in Ivy Hall right now?
Yes, sir. Ivy Hall, we're accepting long-term or short-term admissions. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, all insurances. We'd love to have you. You come out, you need some rehab, we'd love to help you. We got private rooms for rehab people. We can get you in, take care of you, send you home, and the food is absolutely out of this world.
Types of rehab you guys do?
Yes, sir. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, respiratory therapy, and like I said, short-term or long-term residents. Yes, sir.
Yep. You also are looking for help?
Yes. I'm looking for RNs, LPNs, CNAs. If you want to be a housekeeper, laundry, kitchen, we're hiring. All departments are hiring at Ivy Hall.
Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Social media, how do we find you?
Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, or ivyhallnursinghome.com is where you go to fill out an application to work.
Love promoting these folks right here on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. It is the one and only right here in Elizabethton, Ivy Hall Nursing Home.
One of the great sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Folks, never been here. What's going on at the Eagle Center? Tell me about it.
Well, we have so many good things going on. I have wonderful vendors who keep their booths stocked fresh and organized and neat and with new things all the time, great prices, a great selection. We have 2 floors and almost 50 vendors, and you won't see the same thing twice.
A waiting list to get here, downtown Elizabeth, in the Eagle Center. Again, it is open. What's your hours?
We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday,
Mm-hmm. Closed on Sunday.
closed on
Pretty
Sunday.
obvious. So, anything you want, again, what's your little catchphrase you always say?
Things tell a story when people no longer can.
Mm-hmm. So, what's the neatest thing about the Eagle Center? You own the place. What do you think is the neatest thing?
There's so many neat things. You know, so many people have this idea of what an antique store is. We have a little bit of new, a little bit of old, and a lot of in between. It's clean. It's not musty and smelly. It's well lit. It's fun. I mean, there are so many things here to add character and conversation to your homes, gift ideas. We could go on and on. It's a really great store.
How do we find you on social media?
You find us on Facebook, the Eagle Center Co-op, and then on Instagram, it's Eagle Center Antiques.
And the magic phone number is?
The number is 542-6674.
There you go. One of our great sponsors in downtown Elizabeth and the Eagle Center. Proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. there we go. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Oh, I just figured out what I did wrong. Huh, okay. Hello, Carl Wilson. How you doing, buddy? Hello to, can we say hello, Sherry Spangler, hello, Lisa Begler, Rick Ranson down in Pensacola, Florida. How is it down in Pensacola today, Rick? Because it's pretty dadgum good up here. I just got to tell you, this is what you wait for. It's going to be a great day for baseball. We'll go on there the broadcast at 4:40. First pitch at 5 o'clock. Here we go. Let's run them down for you. Let's look at who's playing where in baseball today. Of course, our game, the Cyclones hosting Crockett, will go on air at 4:40. First pitch at 5 o'clock. Other games today in baseball, Johnson County at Cloudland. Unaka plays at Tri-Cities Christian. Providence Academy at Science Hill. Chucky Doak at North Green. University High ranked 4th, 5th in the state. They'll play at West Ridge. Tennessee at Unicoi County. That's a biggie today there for the Blue Devils. And for the Vikings. We'll have the Vikings tomorrow at our place. Greenville at Claiborne. Granger at Volunteer. And the FCA Flames at Hampton to battle the Bulldogs. In softball, Crockett will take on Daniel Boone. Will host Crockett softball for a doubleheader in Jonesboro today. Sullivan East at Dobbins Minute. Hampton softball, Tri-Cities IAM. Happy Valley hosting University High. North Green softball at South Green. Science Hill at Elizabethton at 5:30 in softball. West Ridge at Unicoi County and Jeff County at Cherokee. That's your softball schedule for this Monday. In Tennessee and Virginia, one game, Rye Cove against J.I. Burton. Also in baseball today, you have Virginia Twin Springs at Cornerstone Christian. That's it in baseball. So let's see what's going on in the 4A. The Big Four, Daniel Boone and Science Hill tied for first are both 6-2. In 3A, the Cyclones in first place at 8-1. Tennessee I chasing them at 7-2. They'll play each other tomorrow. Hello, Patricia Yeoman. Hope I'm saying it right. Hello to Kelly Morgan. How you doing, Kelly? Thank you for watching the show, lady. Appreciate that very much. You have, in the Twin Lakes Conference, Greenville at 9-0, Cherokee at 8-2. That's in 3A. In 2A baseball, Chucky Doak leads the Three Rivers. They're 9-1. West Green at 8-2 in second place. In single A, in the Watauga Valley Conference, University High at 6-0. They're ranked 5th in the state, 4th in the state. And they are at 6-0. North Green at 6-2. And then in the private school category, Providence Academy at 9-1 and CAK at 8-2. That's in baseball in Northeast Tennessee. Let's see what we got in softball. Number one team in 4A softball is Science Hill. They're 7-2. Westridge in second at 5-4. In 3A, the Upper Lakes, Crockett at 7-1. Unicoi County 7-1. They're tied for first in the league in the softball standings. In the Twin Lakes Conference, Volunteer at 7-0. Granger at 3-2 in softball. In the Three Rivers, Three Rivers Conference, you got South Greens ladies undefeated at 7-0. And Hampton at 5-3. And single A, the Watauga Valley Conference, North Greens ladies undefeated at 4-0. Unaka and Cloudland are tied for second place in softball at 2-1. So that's what's going on there. So again, our baseball game, 4:40 airtime, 5 o'clock first pitch. Coach Corn will be here in a little while to talk about Cyclone baseball with a chance to win the conference championship tomorrow night. You got to beat Crockett tonight. Put yourself in a position to play for the championship tomorrow night against Tennessee Ice. A lot of what-ifs. Tournament right around the corner. Tournament's going to be held at Thomas Stadium in East Tennessee State in a couple of weeks. We're very excited about that. It's a really cool venue to call baseball games. Can't wait to be over there for that one. It's going to be a lot of fun. A couple of birthdays today. Happy birthday to Tony Danza. Tony Danza, 74 today, and NFL quarterback or former quarterback Tony Romo having a birthday. Romo's got 45 candles on his birthday cake. This is show number 2,271. Right over there is one of our great sponsors. They're in here having a little lunch. The lads from Farm Bureau here in Elizabethton. Mr. Scott and the boys. They do a great job, and we appreciate them very much being a sponsor here on the show. The countdown to Cyclone football, we're down to Friday night. It'll be 17 weeks till kickoff. Can you believe it? 17 weeks. Anyway, what we said earlier in the show, the Volunteers get a big guy, Ament, 6'10", said no to Duke, North Carolina, Arkansas, Louisville, Kentucky. All the big boys said yes to Rick Barnes and the Tennessee Volunteers, which is a really cool thing. And so Nick Ament, hello Margie Craddock, how you doing, lady? 6'10", he can play, and so that is a huge. You put him in there with Jacoby Gillespie, that is a huge pickup for the Tennessee Volunteers. It speaks volumes of Rick Barnes and his program. In fact, the kid said, I hear as much about what he does off the court with his players as he does on the court. And I thought, that's a really cool way to look at it. So it's going to be good. Tennessee, that really puts them into a brand new category as far as what they can do down the stretch, getting into the run for an NCAA championship. This kid's 6'10", he can play. And a lot of people wanted him, obviously, as we said. He picked the Volunteers. So what's going on here at Chick-fil-A? You got the Smokehouse Barbecue Sandwich, original, spicy, or grilled. You got that going on right now. That's the specialty sandwich. And the drink, the pineapple dragon fruit. You get a lemonade, iced tea, Sunjoy, or frosted lemonade, which is what we just had earlier this morning. So it's awesome. So that's what's going on here again with the Chick-fil-A. And, of course, if you're looking here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton to got field days coming up, class reunions, graduation parties, you name it, vacation Bible school. If you need food, either breakfast food or lunch food, 297-1266 is the number to call. If you need bags of ice, they sell that all the time. The pelletized bags of ice for $1. I think it's $1. It's less than $2 a bag. 5-pound bag of ice. It's the same ice you get in your drink here, the little tiny pellet ice here at Chick-fil-A. So they sell those. And then also, of course, you go anytime with a gift certificate. And, what's coming up? Graduation. Every graduate would love to have a Chick-fil-A gift card, or Mother's Day. Mom's Day's right around the corner. So lots of reasons to come in and get a gift card from Chick-fil-A here in Elizabeth. The Major League Baseball, we'll take a look at it coming up right after this break. We're here live. Tomorrow will be at Big John's Closeouts. Can't wait. They got a great special going on, a lot of great specials. We'll be there tomorrow broadcasting live. And then Wednesday will be at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. Thursday will be at the Jewelers Bench talking graduation Mother's Day jewelry for the graduates and for Mom for Mother's Day. And Friday we'll kick off the weekend at Food City on a Food City Friday here in Elizabethton.
Loyal, buy local. He's up against the big boy chains. We know that. Why Big John's Closeouts? What do you feel like separates you from the chains?
Well, I think there's a number of factors I think that go into that. Number one, we're local folks. We shop with you all in other places. We go to church with you. We're involved in civic organizations with you. What money you spend here stays here. It goes to support the payroll and, of course, local taxes. As far as that goes, it also supports a lot of nonprofits as well as sports teams, little leagues, softball, all kind of different things we try to support. We support all the high schools, both city and county, either through, fence signs or gymnasium signs or whatever with yearbooks and the whole bit. So, what you're spending local is staying local. And also we believe, customer service. I came up through the Patey Lumber Company ranks from many years ago. 1977 is when I started. And if you didn't get up and wait on people, or you didn't speak to people, or you didn't try to help people, you wouldn't go to stick around very long. So you learned, that it was important, not only to try to just ask people, but to listen, find out what they're trying to do, find out ways that you can help them as far as that goes. And so all that's very important to us.
There you go, folks. Be loyal, buy local, support them. Big John's Closeouts here in downtown Elizabeth with hammer high prices. Great sponsor of the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports, Big John's Closeouts.
And back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show, and I was wrong. I kept saying Nick. It's Nate Ament. Nate Ament is the player, and I apologize. I was doing that from memory, and I can tell you how that went. Nate Ament, not Nick, number 4 overall prospect in the class, chose the Tennessee Volunteers over Louisville, Arkansas, Duke, and Kentucky, and North Carolina, and Notre Dame, and Texas. So it's Nate Ament. My apologies, but he's here nonetheless. Big 6'10" youngster. Let's go back to high school real quick before we jump into the Major League Baseball. The polls are out right now for high school baseball and softball. And 4A, the number 1 baseball team in the state is Clarksville. Locally, Science Hill ranked 8th, Dobbinsville at 11th, and Daniel Boone 12th. So good representation locally of the 4A baseball. In 3A, the number 1 team is South Gibson. Greenville at number 6, Elizabeth at number 9, Tennessee at number 11, and Unicoi County number 18. So 3A baseball well represented here locally. Again, Greenville at number 6, Elizabeth the 9th in the state, Tennessee I 11th in the state, and Unicoi County 18th in the state. In 2A baseball, Huntington is number 1 team. No local teams are in the top 10 in the 2A base, not even the top 25 right now. In single A baseball, Eagleville number 1, Eagleville rather, University High number 4 in the state. So the Junior Bucks, again, right back there as they normally are. Hello, Kenny Greer. How you doing? I met you at Cracker Barrel last week. Hello, sir. How you doing? In softball, the number 1 team in the state is Green Hill. Science Hills Lady Hilltoppers the number 6, Crockett at number 12. In 3A softball, Gibbs at number 1 in the state, Volunteer ranked 5th, Unicoi County's ladies ranked 10th in the state. In 2A, Summertown at number 1, no AA teams are there. And in single A softball, the number 1 team is Gordonsville. And no single A teams are there right now for the ladies in softball. So again, in the ranking, you have in baseball, in single A, University High ranked 4th. In 3A, Greenville number 6, Elizabeth number 9. You'll hear and see them today, beginning at 4:40 against Crockett. Tennessee High number 11 in the state, Unicoi County number 18 in the state. Then in 4A football, 4A baseball rather, y'all take care. Love Farm Bureau. I'm gainfully insured by Farm Bureau. Science Hill 8th in the state in baseball. Dobbins Bennett number 11 and Daniel Boone at number 12 in baseball. In softball, you have in 3A, Volunteer 5th in the state, Unicoi County's ladies at number 10. In 4A softball, Science Hill ranked 6th and Crockett's ladies ranked 12th. So there you go. It's a good representation. And again, in particular, 3A baseball. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 teams in 3A baseball ranked in the state from right here in our backyard. Hello, Felicia Lewis. How you doing, lady? Hello, we did say hello to Kenny Greer. SEC baseball. Let's take a look at it real quick. The Volunteers, Kentucky got them over the weekend. And so now this weekend, Tennessee will travel to LSU. Here's your standings. Texas, Arkansas, LSU, Tennessee, and Vanderbilt, the top 5 in SEC baseball. The Vols will go to Baton Rouge to battle LSU on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday 3-game set. Tennessee at 12-6 and 33-7. LSU 12-6 and 34-7. Going to be a great matchup this weekend for the Vol baseball team on the road at LSU this weekend. Now, let's run down. Mark it down. There's problems in Atlanta. I'm going to tell you why here in a second. Problems off the field with the Braves. This is not going to go good. I hate it too, but it's not going to go good. This will polarize the locker room or clubhouse. We'll talk about it here in a second. Milligan men's bowling team, 3rd in the country. Came in as number 5 seed after qualifying for the event. And Milligan, again, wins it. They come out of there in the USBC ITC Championships in Las Vegas. Milligan finishes 3rd place in their first ever trip to the event as a program. So congratulations to the bowling team at Milligan University. The Milligan Outdoor Track and Field squads concluded their weekend of the AAC Outdoor Track and Field Championship at Science Hill. Milligan's men's team came away as the champion. For the 2nd straight year, the women placed 4th. So congratulations, Chris Lane and the Milligan Milligan track team rather. They win the conference championship. And the ladies finished 4th. Wow. The women's 5,000 meter, Ellen Mary Kearney 2nd, Carly Wilcham 3rd, Ashlyn Haas 6th, and Anna Jones 7th. Champion number 1 of the day was Bryn Woodall for the men as he ran a winning time to win the 5,000 meter race. Winston Telford placed 3rd for Milligan in that event. Kearney then took the women's 800 meter title. She wins it. On the men's side for Milligan, top 3 spots, Luis Peralta in the 800 meter wins it. Woodall finished 2nd, Carter Wyndham finishing 3rd. Wow. Alex Britton put forth an AAC championship effort in the men's 3,000 meter steeplechase. I mean, it goes on and on and on. It was a great day Zion Reddick from Elizabeth and runner-up in the shot put. So it was awesome. Both teams will be sending qualifiers to the Blue and Gold Track Classic in Emory on the 26th. The Nationals a month from now for the AAC Championship. Men win it, and the ladies finish fourth in track and field championship for Milligan University, which is awesome. We love promoting the orange and black. All right, let's take a look at Major League Baseball. Hello to Kenneth Goods. I've got a leaking refrigerator. See there? We've all got something we're dealing with on Monday. Oh, goodness gracious. Baker's got a leaking dishwasher. So, as Daddy used to say, the dust never settles. Some days you get the peanuts, some days you get the shells. And he was right. All right, so this is Tom's take in Atlanta. Hate to see this, but it's gonna, I think, will polarize the locker room. I played sports, and it did when I played. Something like this would come up, and all of a sudden, everybody starts taking sides. Ronald Acuna Jr. accusing, that's a bad way to say that. That's what the story says. Accused manager Brian Snitker of having a double standard and how he treats his players. Saturday's game against the Twins, Jared Kelnick was tagged out after he took a home run trot on a batted ball that failed to clear the fence. It was a deep drive, bounced off the top of the wall. He thought it was out. So then he realized, rut-row, I got to run. So he, between first and second, kicks it in because he realized it wasn't a home run. He got thrown out at second. Acuna's response is, that was me. They'd take me out of the game. Back in August of 2019, the Braves benched him after a similar play. And Snitker's response is exactly what it should have been. Two different situations. Snitker says, he didn't run, you got to run. It's not going to be unacceptable here. This is back in 2019, 5 years ago? 6 years ago. So Acuna comes out over the weekend, says, if that was me, they'd bench me. So Acuna later said he wouldn't miss longtime Braves first baseman Freddie Freeman after he left through free agency because of how he was treated during his rookie season. Snitker also came out and said, look, all situations are different. And that's absolutely the way it is. But Ronald Acuna Jr. has fired a shot across the bow, as they say. So now all of a sudden the locker room, the clubhouse, the locker room's like, okay, we side with Kelnick or we side with Acuna. So when a player accuses a manager of, on any level, having a double standard, that usually gets the fur flying. So we'll see how it works. Braves will host the Cardinals tonight in St. Louis. Cardinals in a tailspin. That may be the saving grace. Schwellenbach on the mound for the Braves tonight. Cardinals have lost 4 in a row. They've lost 6 out of 10. That's one of the games. So we'll see. You know, the Braves are already struggling, to say the least. Atlanta, although they're catching fire a little bit, they won 3 in a row and 6 out of 10. They're 8 and 13 rather. Got the Cardinals coming in, but when a player comes out and accuses the manager of having double standards on the workplace, if somebody accuses somebody else of having, it's not good, is it? It causes problems. Why in the world would he do that? Because this happened 6 years ago when it happened to him. And Brian Snitker suggested, look, it's 2 different situations. Cunha said, no, if it was me, they'd take me out of the game after what happened Saturday. Why would you do that? All that does is throw gas on the fire on a team that's struggling anyway. Other games today. Afternoon game, of course, the Red Sox underway right now. We'll give you an update. They're hosting the White Sox in Boston. Tonight under the lights, the Yankees at Cleveland. Is Randy coming today? He's chasing that white ball. Randy's team, her husband, loves the Yankees. He's playing golf today, so he don't care what we say, but we can trash him and the Yankees. He ain't here to defend himself. Yankees playing Cleveland. San Diego, Detroit. Cincinnati will be in Miami. The Mets hosting Philadelphia. Big matchup there in the NL East. Top 2 teams going at it. Cardinals in Atlanta, as we said. Houston hosting Toronto. And Milwaukee at San Francisco. The standings before we go to the break. She's here. We'll get her on coming up next. In the American League East, the Yankees have won 7 out of 10. They lead the Blue Jays by 2 and the Red Sox by 2.5. 2 teams that are losing right now. The Orioles have lost 6 out of 10. And Tampa Bay's lost 6 out of 10. In the Central, Detroit leads Cleveland by only a half game. The Guardians are red hot. They won 3 in a row and 7 out of 10. A team going the opposite direction, the Twins, they've lost 3 in a row and 7 out of 10. And then in the West American League, Texas leads the Mariners by 1 and the Angels by a game and a half. Seattle's playing hot baseball. They won 2 in a row and 8 out of 10. Now in the National League, the Mets and the Phillies go head-to-head tonight, and where's that going to be? That will be in New York. The Mets have won 4 in a row and 7 out of 10. They lead the Phillies by 2. The Braves, they're warming up. They're only a half game behind the Nationals now. They've won 3 in a row and 6 out of 10. We'll see how Acuna's comments will affect the team. You'll find out tonight pretty quick, I think. In the Central, the Cubs lead the Brewers by 1 and the Reds by 2. The Reds have won 6 out of 10. The Cardinals, Atlanta's opponent tonight, they've lost 4 in a row and 6 out of 10. The Pirates have lost 3 in a row and 7 out of 10. Those two teams are struggling. Then in the West, the Padres have won 7 out of 10, but so have the Dodgers. It's now a half game between the Padres and the Dodgers. So L.A. has caught fire. They're off tonight. They're traveling. The Padres will be in Detroit to battle the Tigers. And the other team that's hot right now in the NL West is Arizona. They've won 7 out of 10, but they're 3 games back. So your divisional leaders starting the week. In the East are the Yankees. In the Central, Detroit. In the American League West are the Rangers. The divisional leaders in the National League starting the week in the NL East are the Mets. In the Central, the Cubbies. In the West are the San Diego Padres. We are live here again at Chick-fil-A. She's here. She joins us coming up next. Ready to bring her in and let her chit-chat about what's going on at Sycamore Shoals State Park. We love her bringing in show and tell from the gift shop. And Leslie Broccoli, next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabeth with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit t-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brumman Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brumman Sports Shop, downtown Elizabeth, and Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummanSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton.
It's important to hire a professional because you want a quality, trained, and licensed person working in your home. All of my staff are factory trained and have years of experience. With today's technology in heating and air conditioning systems, you want a trained professional working on your system. Our motivation to provide our customers with the best service is years of experience. We've been in business for 35 years and we plan on being in business for another 35 years, so we want to make our customers happy.
Cyclone baseball again, 4:40 airtime today. First pitch at 5 o'clock. The Cyclones are Crockett. It's going to be a beautiful day to watch baseball at Northeast Community Credit Union Ballpark. She's here. Hello, how are you?
I'm good.
Yes. It's show and tell time at Sycamore Shoals. I would think the park was packed up there the other day. It was beautiful. And what we don't always talk enough about, if there's no events going on at Sycamore Shoals, which is right up the street, you still come there and walk around, can't you?
Walk around, play games out there in the fields, and go down by the river.
Walk down by the river on the gravel trail,
Yep.
which is
Some people get in it.
they get in the river.
They do.
I'd say the river's cold right now.
It always is.
Yeah.
It stays year round about 40, 50 degrees. Yeah, the trout love it though.
Remember, we were down there last year. The granddaughters and I, we came down the gravel path and we said, let's just take our shoes off and get in. We'll try to go out about knee high. Holy smokes. It was about 95 outside. I thought, good night. That water's cold all the time, isn't it?
All the time, just like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Felt good. Well, for a while, then your legs turned blue. But
then you couldn't feel your,
everything went
legs or
numb.
your feet.
Yeah, but it was good for a while. So anyway, Sycamore Shoals State Park, which is right up the street where we are. We appreciate her coming every week to close the park down and come talk about what's going on in the gift shop. Hello, Becky Fair. Hello to Felicia Lewis. So we got show and tell. What we're going to showcase this week?
Well, we've got May Muster coming up. I think that's the third weekend in May, the weekend after Mother's Day. And if you're looking for gifts for Mother's Day, I brought everything outdoors today. So if you got a mother that likes to walk or one that likes to fish, and some of it's on sale, 30% off. So get in while the sale's still going. Here's your really nice mugs.
Mother's Day is 2 weeks from Sunday, if you can believe that. That is hard to believe. Somebody the other day is Valentine's Day.
Those
This
are
thing's
the
clipping off.
20 ounce.
Here we go. 20-ounce mugs.
And they are $21.95.
$21.95.
That's a green one.
Hunter green.
Then you've got your navy blue.
Navy blue from Yukon Outfitters. Name of the company makes this. Yukon
And
Outfitters.
here's the black one.
Here's a black one for $21.95.
And then this is also a 20 ounce. I thought I had a big one. And moms really like this color.
Turquoise.
The turquoise.
Yep.
Yep. And then we've got, here's the 30 ounce, and they're $23.95.
2 more
And
bucks
that's
for
a charcoal one.
for 10 more ounces.
Yep.
And I've got one. She gave me one of these, and it keeps things cold too.
It does.
Yes,
Or
they do.
hot, if you want to do hot.
Yukon, let me show you. Yukon Outfitters is who makes this. So there you go.
Yep. So we got those. That's
All
to
right.
keep your thirst down while you're walking or whatever you're doing. And then we've got some hats and T-shirts for outside. I just brought a few that we've got all kinds of. These are called eco hats.
Eco hats.
Eco hats, and they're really nice, well-made hats. Everything's hand stitched on them. And same for these. These are Join or Die, Sycamore Shoals State Historic Park.
Join up or die. Look at that. I love that. Sycamore Shoals ball caps. All
And
right.
I think they're both the same price, $20.95 for this one. Join or Die might be $19. Let's see. It is. It's $23.95.
23.
It's more. Yep.
All right. A little bit more.
Okay, because of all the hand stitching. Okay.
All right.
So, if you're looking for a bargain, we have our bucket hats. We've got 3 colors. We've got the tan. Those are hand stitched too.
$24.95 for these.
You can see better on this, and they're 30% off. And then here's the green, and then we've got the gray.
Sycamore
and you can
Shoals.
see the hand stitching on those. 30% off.
$24.95 less 30%.
Yeah.
While they last. So
Got our fishing shirts, and they're 30% off.
is it hard to believe Mother's Day is 2 weeks?
I know.
Seemed like the other day, really. It was just Valentine's Day, but
We got them in blue and the green.
all right, let's hold these up again.
Okay.
I'll let you be my Vanna, so I'm holding the microphone.
Okay, we may have to turn her around.
That's
There
all
we
right.
go.
We'll turn it. So just to give you an idea, get up as close as we can, and
It's got the park picture in the middle, and then it's in the side the fish. It says Sycamore Shoals State Historic Park. Then it says Watauga River on the sleeve.
camera doesn't do it justice. You know
Nope.
that.
And
You
we've
know,
got the light blue, and we've got the green.
lime green.
They are 50% SPF, and they're water wicking, and they work. Randy and I wear ours fishing all the time. And
You-
they're 30% off.
Do you fish?
I do,
Do you really?
yeah.
I would have
Yeah.
never guessed you were a fisher
We're
person.
fishermen.
That's
Randy
awesome.
likes to do fly fishing. I'm more rod reel, but yeah.
How
we
cool.
go after the trout.
How
we
cool.
got waders up to here. We get
Do
in
you
there.
really?
And, yeah. Follow them down. I follow them down the bank.
I
and
love
just shunk, catch them.
Zzz, bloop.
$45.95 normally, 30% off. So
Fort-
that's a good deal
$45.95 less 30% on the shirts.
Yep.
Okay.
on the fishing shirts, and
S-
they're about gone. So
S-
hurry, come get them.
SPF 50, and they're what do you call them? Water wicking.
Water wicking.
Water wicking.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you like, if you have to put your sleeve in the, and this keeps you from getting sunburned. But if you have to put your your hand in the water, sleeve in the water, it dries immediately.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
How neat. Okay.
Chapel Eyewear, just to remind them, we still got the sunglasses if you need them.
There you go. I like these. How much are
On top
these?
of your hat. They're $20.99.
$20.99. I like these. These man,
Those
it's
are nice, and they're polarized.
polarized. Absolutely, they're nice. Look.
We have some polarized, some not, some fancy, some just sportsy, and we got a good smattering of it.
These smatter. I haven't heard that in years.
Smattering. Then we've got all kinds of I don't know what you call those, the little things you put on each end of it
Your
to go
glasses?
around your neck.
Yeah.
Yeah. to
you
hold them on.
hold your glass around the neck.
Your neck. So if you're like me and have to wear glasses to see to tie the knots, you can take those down, put your eyeglasses on, then take them back up.
So you put these on the end of them.
On each end, right here.
Let's see if these work. You think it'll work on mine? I'll buy this if it
Probably
works.
will.
Yeah.
I got other ones too, if you don't like that kind.
Let me buy those right there. I need those. Sold.
Okay, so
For $6.
sold.
I lose money on this segment. Every time she comes to buy things, whether it's pens or, but that's really cool. These are for your glasses.
Yep.
Navajo rubber tip straps.
Yep.
You got different styles. This one,
Yep.
it's $5.99, and we'll take it off her hands here in a minute. Cool. All
All
right.
right. If you're looking for a nice T-shirt for Mom to wear while she's walking, here's the Sycamore Shoals T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
And we designed the picture on the back. It's a
Oh,
picture.
I love that.
It's a picture of the Watauga River. We sent them about 4 or 5 different pictures of the river, and they put them together and made this for us.
That is beautiful.
Yep.
Love that.
That's the blue.
And we're saying women, but the guys can get it too because we're
Oh,
talking
yeah.
Mother's Day.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
anything we're showing, you can get one for the guys
Here's
too.
the green, and it's a little bit different on the back.
We're giving you thought starters for Mother's Day is what we're
And
doing.
Father's Day. There you go.
And graduates too. So
Yes, graduation's coming up too.
yeah, we got people want to
And
they're
this is people
graduating.
that want to walk outside. Good quality T-shirts. Has all the different names, historical things on the back. Carter Mansion, Sabine Hill, Transylvania Purchase, Watauga Purchase, Elizabethton, Tennessee, Patriots Path, Over Mountain Men, and Watauga River.
We're live here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton talking to Leslie Broccoli from Sycamore Shoals. So somebody asked me this the other day. When you walk a lap at the park, does anybody know how far it is?
Yeah, it's half a mile down to the shoals and about a little bit over a half a mile coming back. So a little over a mile on Patriots Path on the main one.
Yep. So there you go. If you
Yep.
walk the gravelled path at Sycamore Shoals, do the complete loop, you'll walk a mile. That's pretty cool. So good exercise.
And if you're hurting like me till August 25th, then I get my knee replaced.
Oh, you going to have knee replacement?
I am.
Oh, gosh.
Here's just some walking sticks.
Okay, let me get this right. Slide it right there. Okay.
This is an adult one. It has the different tracks on it. So if you see this track, you can go, oh, that was a raccoon that just went through here or whatever. And that is, can you see it?
$30.95.
Okay. The real good quality sticks. We get them from a little couple and out west, and they're sweet as can be, Christian couple.
Okay. There's a smaller one.
Here's the kids one, and it's
Got a
got a bell on it.
Got a little bell on, a little walking stick for a kid,
Yep.
child, and it goes for
$30.95.
$30.95.
Yeah. We kept them the same price for everything. Then you've got your add-ons that will tie on with your leather straps. We've got, this is just the whistle itself.
Too cool. All right.
Yep. And you can tie those on your walking sticks. This one is the compass by itself.
$12.95 for this, and the compass is
The compass is $13.95.
$13.95,
And then
right.
you got the combination with both. Whistle on one end, compass on the other, and it's $18.95.
Cyclone baseball coach Mike Corn's coming. Also due to join us, Courtney Bean from Main Street Elizabethton is due to join us. So, but we're here talking to Leslie from Sycamore Shoals State Park Gift Shop.
All right.
That it?
Also, one more thing.
Oh.
We've got Liberty coming up in June.
Mm-hmm.
And if the president, vice president, or Pete Hegseth's listening out there, we're inviting you to come.
The president or vice president or who?
Pete Hegseth,
Oh, Pete Hegseth, yes.
any of them.
Any
we're
of 'em.
inviting you to come.
It's the official outdoor drama of the state of Tennessee,
Yes, and it's very historical.
and it's very well done.
Yeah.
And I love it. So I love being a part of it. Get a chance to promote it for you guys. It's great. So I just bought myself a sunglass strap. Got roped into that deal. A Navajo rubber tip strap. There you go. So
Oh, if you want to go colonial outside and keep the sun out of your eyes, we now have tricorn hats in the gift shop.
and they sell too, don't they?
Yes, they do. We only have a few. They're $14.95.
$14.99. So there you go. I'll see you here next week.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right. I'll get
I
all this
learned
stuff
things.
out
She's
of
getting
your
knee
way.
replacement and she fishes. I did not all the years. How many years have we been doing this together? You know,
3 or 4.
3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Right after COVID, we started, thanks to Carolyn Williams, got it started for us. I had no clue the lady fishes, So you're a fly. You get out with the.
I can do fly fishing, which is really nice, but I do rod and reel mostly.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Really cool. Did not know that.
Straight fly fishing.
Zzz, boop. There you go.
I out fishing.
Quick break. We'll be right back. Coach Corn's here. Courtney Bean's here. We'll be right back after this. You're watching show number 2271 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. One of the great sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Folks, never been here. What's going on at the Eagle Center? Tell me about it.
Well, we have so many good things going on. I have wonderful vendors who keep their booths stocked fresh and organized and neat and with new things all the time, great prices, a great selection. We have 2 floors and almost 50 vendors, and you won't see the same thing twice.
A waiting list to get here, downtown Elizabeth, in the Eagle Center. Again, it is open. What's your hours?
We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Closed on Sunday.
Closed on
Pretty
Sunday.
obvious. So, anything you want, again, what's your little catchphrase you always say?
Things tell a story when people no longer can.
Mm-hmm. So, what's the neatest thing about the Eagle Center? You own the place. What do you think is the neatest thing?
There's so many neat things. You know, so many people have this idea of what an antique store is. We have a little bit of new, a little bit of old, and a lot of in between. It's clean. It's not musty and smelly. It's well lit. It's fun. I mean, there are so many things here to add character and conversation to your homes, gift ideas. We could go on and on. It's a really great store.
How do we find you on social media?
You find us on Facebook, the Eagle Center Co-op, and then on Instagram, it's Eagle Center Antiques.
And the magic phone number is?
The number is 542-6674.
There you go. One of our great sponsors in downtown Elizabeth and the Eagle Center. Proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Baseball today, we have this man's team. Can't wait. 4:40 airtime, 5 o'clock first pitch. The Pioneers are coming. Hello, sir. How are you?
Doing great, Tom. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, I love for you to come on and brag on your kids. So, and we got, if we play baseball like we want to play baseball, we have a chance to win the conference championship tomorrow. But you got to take care of business today. Crockett's coming to town. I think if I remember right, it's been 2 one-run games, 2 times we played them. So it's been a barn burner, hasn't it?
They have really swung the bat well against our guys, Tom, and we expect it to be another tough one. And we're going down to Crockett tonight. Weather's coming in late. We're scheduled to play for 5. They're having some umpire availability challenges, so I'm waiting to hear back from Coach Miller on exact game time. But my goodness, they've given us everything that we wanted those first 2 games.
So the game is in Jonesboro.
It's in Jonesboro, yes, sir.
Oh,
yes, sir. JV's up here. That Crockett does it different. They play home and away with their JV, and I think some other schools may do that. So JV's up here at 5, and we're supposed to be down there at 5.
Yep. We'll be there. I'm glad you told me that.
Yep.
Because we're going to load up the horses and head down there instead of being down over the hill. Now, tomorrow's here, right? Tennessee
Tomorrow's
House?
here,
okay.
correct.
There you go.
The last one against Unicoi is here, which we hope that one doesn't come into play, it being Monday before the district tournament. So
which is next Monday week.
Monday week, correct.
Week from today. Yeah.
Crockett today, Tennessee High tomorrow. Then we wrap it up with Unicoi on Monday. Then you have your play-in game Wednesday week. That'll be Sullivan East and someone. Mm-hmm. And then the regular rounds begin on Thursday.
Next Thursday, a week from
Thursday.
It's here.
It's here.
I love it. So you brought up a really good point. Adam Noblock's going to come be on the show, who is an umpire. There is an umpire shortage, and it's pretty serious. I mean, it's gotten to the point where we're moving games around. We can't get. I mean, you got softball, middle school, softball, and baseball, high school varsity softball and baseball, and all these JV games. There's a lot of baseball games and softball games going on at once, and there's an umpire shortage, isn't there?
Yeah, and I would tell all the fans out there, these are men and women who have normal jobs, 9 to 5 or 7 to 3, and then they're scrambling to try to get off and get to these games to officiate them, and it's just difficult. It's not an easy thing. There's no way you make a living off just umpiring at this level alone. So these are moms and dads and husbands and wives, and so they're running around East Tennessee trying to help our kids play the game that they love.
So in theory, we need more officials. Well, no, in theory, we need more officials. We need more umpires. So if you're out there and you're interested in becoming an umpire, it's not why you can't. We'll talk about his team here in a second, but there is a shortage. And so right now we're on for 5 o'clock at Jonesboro, but we don't know what may happen beyond.
I think we're fine umpire-wise. That there was maybe a scheduling misunderstanding on the other end, and have the game for 6 o'clock. And we really don't want to play 6 because those thunderstorms are building and coming in later. And I'd love to play that thing at 5 and knock it out, win or lose.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to do. We're playing at 5.
That's what I hope.
We're
Keeping
going.
my fingers crossed.
We're going there at 4:40. So there you
and
go.
I'll let you know if something changes.
Yep. He always keeps me in the loop, and I appreciate that. Let's talk about our team. Again, we played the 3 big boys of late. Big boys being Science Hill, DB, and Daniel Boone. And so in our league, we're in first place, but we played out of conference, and they've knocked us around a little bit.
Yeah, they have. It just really come down to us for throwing strikes or lack thereof, and we competed, and some of those scores are a little lopsided, and it all really happened in one inning, like the Science Hill game's a 4-2 ball game going into the bottom of the 6th. And some things happen. We have an injury, need to make some lineup changes, and next thing you know, we can't throw across the plate. And they put a big 8 spot there in the 6th. And then the Dobbins-Bennett game was a fun game to be. We started 5 freshmen that game. So just getting those young guys out there, and they competed again right down to the very end. And then Boone, Boone's I think is ahead in the top of their conference over there, and which those guys are coming to our conference next year. They're dropping down, but they can really swing the bat, and you give them a crack, an opening, put a couple free passes on, those guys are capable of driving them in. And that's been our downfall those 3 games. It's just not throwing enough strikes.
So Crockett tonight on the road in Jonesboro, Tennessee High here tomorrow. Then we got Unicoi County next week on Monday to wrap up the regular season. So next Thursday, we're not going to be in the playing games. Our first round of playoff competitions a week from Thursday.
It is. It'll be Thursday, and we'll either be the 1 or 2 seed, depending on how these last three games unfold. And there's several scenarios that could happen depending on who wins and loses. So we just need to do what we've been doing and take care of today.
You will play the tournament, I think, at Thomas Stadium at East Tennessee State. Is that correct?
Correct. It's there. Coach Panucci and his staff was able to make that work, and we're just excited. Such a great park, great atmosphere, and we're looking forward to being there.
Last time we were there, we talked about this the other day. Coach Diaz and I talked about Logan Estep, extra inning ground ball that snuck into right field, scoring from third base. Corey Russell beat Gibbs. We went on to the state tournament that year, and that was the last time we played at Thomas Stadium, and that was a huge game. And so it was a great memory maker.
I'd like to see that happen again, Tom.
We want that memory again. You got that right. So the district tournament starts next week, but we got business today down in Jonesboro. And he's right, there are our thunderstorms are coming, rains are coming, and tomorrow should be okay. But I think beyond tomorrow, it's supposed to be raining every day this week.
It is, and it's thunderstorms. Anytime you're in that unsettled weather pattern, and thunderstorms are part of it, you have the lightning also to deal with. Want to keep these young men and women safe. They're out there playing, so it's not just the rain; it's also the thunderstorms that could potentially throw a wrench into some of the schedules.
The fans too. I mean, you don't want to sit in a thunderstorm and lightning sitting in aluminum bleachers. That's not healthy either. So everybody's going to be taken care of when it comes to safety. Let's talk about the team. I guess offensively, one will start with, I haven't done a game for a week or so, but I keep reading and studying on Bugs Meadows. He's been ripping it, hasn't he?
Yeah, Bugs and Rhett both here in the month of April have really been performing at a pretty high level. Both those guys are getting on base and driving in some runs. So, those 2 guys, notably to speak of here as of late, really, I wouldn't say they're carrying us, but they're certainly a big part of the offensive surge.
So there's your guys offensively, or two of them. J.D. Hooks, I saw where he's beat the cover off the ball some too.
Yep, solid. And, JD's a very, very capable hitter. He does a lot of things physically, mechanically that you like at the plate, and he gets in pretty good positions. And when he gets good pitches to hit, he's pretty tough out.
Mm-hmm. Pitching wise, who's our big dogs right now?
Well, we've stuck with Bryson Rowland and Rhett in the conference games all year, and we'll do some version of that this week. We're going to maybe juggle things up just a little bit on how we maybe open a game or two, but we're just trying to get everybody where they need to be come conference tournament or district tournament next week. So we may do some little things different as far as bring some guys out of the pen that we haven't, but those two guys are who we lean on for sure.
So grade your ball club right now. We do this every time I get him on the air. A, B, C, or D right now, as we're heading into this big week with Crocker tonight down there in Tennessee, back here tomorrow evening. Give us your A, B, C, or D of your team.
It really depends on how you want to weigh it out, but being how the rubric is, I guess, Tom. But our defense is playing well. We have that, and we struggled early on in the year with our defense. Our defense, I thought, have been an A here the last, week or so. Offense, we're probably a steady B, and now we've kind of dropped a little bit pitching-wise. We're pitching maybe to C level, and it's mainly just not being efficient. I think you heard me talk real early in the season about pitch counts and guys needing to go out there and do things efficiently. Not just get the out, but let's get it in 3 pitches or 4 pitches rather than that at bat going into 6 or 7. And that's been something that's hurt us here over the last couple of weeks. So defense A. Offense has been a B. We're doing some good things there, and then pitching's kind of slid a little bit, and it just comes down to strikes, throwing strikes.
But now's the time to get all that corrected as we head into the tournament, right?
Yeah, and each game's individual itself. That you've been around this game a lot, Tom, and the kids look great one day, and they're the same team the next. And I always tell them you're never as good or as bad as you think you are in the moment. You go 0 for 4, you're really not that bad. You go 4 for 4, you're probably not that good either. So what's reality? Somewhere in the middle, and if we can get a lot of those just consistent performances here over the last couple of weeks, I like our chances.
4:40 airtime, 5 o'clock first pitch today.
5 o'clock, that's what we're pushing for.
Down at Crockett and Jonesboro, so we'll have to hustle down there and get set up and ready to go. But we have been given the green light to run the camera again, so we'll get down there and set it up and bring Cyclone baseball on the road today, and then tomorrow back down here. We can take some rain tonight and play down here because of the turf, right?
That's right. That turf's a game changer when it comes to getting to be able to play, and so it can rain all night tonight, half a day tomorrow, clears out of here. We're good to go.
I like the beard. Something's different.
I don't know. Maybe it's this big painted white spot here in the middle, but it's growing out a little bit. I get it honest, Tom. My dad had a big beard, and it doesn't take me long to grow it.
I like it. Looks good on you, sir.
Thank you.
See you down there.
Yep.
He'll have stats for us. We'll be ready to bring it to you. I'm assuming Roland will get the baseball today.
He will at some point today. We may do something a little different on the very front end of the game, maybe a little big league opener type scenario with the guy, and then we'll hand it off to the left-hander.
There you go. We'll be ready to bring it to you. 4:40 on the road today. 5 o'clock first pitch in Jonesboro. Back after this, we'll take a look at the NBA and the National Hockey League as you watch show number 2271. They said it wouldn't work. 2,271st show from Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton with Coach Mike Korn, head baseball coach of Betsy Baseball.
Why Daniel Grindstaff?
Well, we are local. It's just like Cannon's Furniture here. You've got a local place of business right in the middle of town. You've got a local point of contact. We have local adjusters that's out in the counties. And, you can pick up the phone if you've got an issue with something. We try to help folks resolve it. And, we are based in the state of Tennessee. We are Tennessee specific. We've got a $30 annual membership that goes to agriculture in Tennessee. It supports kids wanting to go to 4-H camp. We do a local scholarship for all the area high schools for kids that's been involved in agriculture that's going to go and get education past high school. And all that stuff plays a part into supporting the state where you live. We are state specific. Now, there's North Carolina Farm Bureau. That is separate from us. Mm-hmm. Kentucky Farm Bureau, we are state specific in the state of Tennessee. And, but that is, in my opinion, that's the biggest thing. You've got a point of contact.
How do we get a hold of you? Social
Yes,
media and a
sir.
phone number.
Yeah, so I've got an agent page, Daniel Grindstaff Farm Bureau. We've got an office page, Elizabethton Farm Bureau, 423-543-2288. And I would like to add that we did get voted as best insurance firm, and thank the people that voted for us doing that. And somehow I wound up getting the agent category, which I greatly appreciate. It means a lot to me when folks, feel inclined to do that, especially for our office.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Daniel Grindstaff here, the Farm Bureau, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Dillon Sports Show. Daniel Grindstaff at Elizabethton Farm Bureau.
We are not okay with the staggering statistics of our youth. They have become familiar with brokenness, pain, and frustration. But their pain has become our concern, and their hopes, our responsibility. But we want to see the world transformed by Jesus Christ through the influence of coaches and athletes. Our mission is to lead every coach and athlete into a growing relationship with Jesus and His church. But what can you do about it? What if your actions now can help the future them? Together, we can help them become who God has designed them to be. But the time is now, and the action we take today helps them tomorrow.
Very simple. It happens every day. Tell us how we can do it.
Yeah, all you got to do is give us a call. We brought 2 yesterday, actually, but you just give us your name and your birthday and tell us where your prescriptions are at right now, and we'll call that pharmacy, get everything brought over. A lot of times people are nervous about moving because they're afraid something doesn't have refills or something can't be transferred. And when that's the case, we'll call those doctors, get you new prescriptions, and take care of everything, really. It's like the people, one of them we had transferred yesterday, said they'd been trying for about 3 days to get medicine refilled and just wasn't happening, and was frustrated and asked if we could do better, and called, got everything transferred. Took maybe 15 or 20 minutes, and we had to call the doctor on one, which waiting on doctors can sometimes be a little time consuming, but they got that called in, and by the afternoon we had everything ready for her.
Here you go, folks.
So,
it's just that easy. If you're not happy where you're getting your prescriptions filled, come to the Lingerfield Drug Center. The phone number to call and talk to you about it is?
It's 423-542-2138.
There you go. One of our great sponsors right here of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Dillon Sports Show. Get your prescription changed to a mom-and-pop pharmacy that still cares about their people and still wants to give you 100% customer satisfaction. It's right here at Lingerfield Drug Center beside Carter County Bank in downtown Elizabethton. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And back at the Tom Taylor Sports Show, this is not Courtney Bean, but she'll be here momentarily. Tell everybody who you are, Harrison.
Hello, everyone. I'm Harrison Green. I play disc golf at Milligan University.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Now, you're working with Main Street Elizabeth, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You're an intern, is that right?
Yes, sir. I'm an
right.
intern.
Very good.
Disc golf national champion. Just had the story. Milligan's men's track and field team won over the weekend. Ladies finished fourth. Bowling was third in the country.
Yep.
I mean, it's a cool place.
Absolutely.
1,200 kids, students, and all these student athletes. I think we're up to 50. See, we won so we're up to 54 championships now with the AAC track and field championship for the guys over the weekend. So it's a really cool place. So for those folks out here who don't know, it's a growing sport. It's a fun sport. Tell us about disc golf. How's it work?
So college is a little different than like actual like pro. You have like 4-man teams compared to normal disc golf. So it's like when you go to like tournaments and different things, you play like best shot doubles between you and your partners, and then you kind of play that way, and then you take the average in of all your like single scores and whatnot.
So for folks who never played it, I saw the disc golf course at Warriors Pass State Park. It looks like, I know it's going to sound goofy, it looks like trash cans. It makes trash cans that you can see there with chains in them. I know that's a goofy way to describe them. Describe the holes for disc golf.
There are a lot of very wooded holes. So like you're typically usually out in the woods, not very wide open because you want to be challenged, I guess. You know. So, typical hole is about 300 feet. It's very similar to golf, but you're more in the woods for your lines, and then so your baskets. I would agree they look like your trash can, but they have chains, and you basically throw it into those chains. So,
So the baskets. So, and I learned from your coach. Your head coach is
Tim Barr.
Yep. So we had him on the show back in the summer.
Yep.
So I learned that if you want to make it go this way or go that way, there's different types of discs, not just. So I keep thinking, maybe folks out there have never played, think, okay, it's just like a frisbee. It is kind of sort of, but it's not, right?
No, it's smaller than a frisbee, and it's probably about the size of your average palm. I can fit one about hole in my palm, but so there's like different stabilities and whatnot when it comes to the disc, and you can throw them a certain way, and they'll flip up or do different things for you on what you're trying to throw.
How much do they weigh? How much do they weigh?
170 grams typically. So that's the average.
Couple pounds?
Not even. Probably a pound.
Okay.
So
it's about the size of your palm, pretty lightweight, and you do it like this. Do you sling it like a frisbee or not?
No, there's more of like a throwing. It's hard to explain, but you're basically like kind of closing half your body off, so you can kind of like slingshot it from your backside and throw it across out in front. So
that makes sense. So how did you get involved? Disc golf is not a high school sport around here, I don't think, right now. So how did Harrison get involved in disc golf?
So I was trying to find a Christian university to go to college, and I narrowed it down between Milligan and Liberty. And I was looking for scholarships and whatnot, and I reached out to my head coach, Tim Barr. Shout out to him, and he gave me a scholarship to come and play disc golf, even though I've never played before, because he was trying to build up this program. And so I ended up at Milligan playing disc golf. So now I've been here for a year and a half.
That is awesome. So who is the big team? When you play Milligan, you see the schedule and go, there's the team. Who's your rival?
So it's not really like
not like
big,
that.
No really rivals. I would say for the our top team, our big dogs, I would say like University of Cincinnati and like UNC Charlotte.
Okay.
So those are like the two guys that usually win every tournament.
Much bigger universities, obviously, than 1,200 at Milligan.
Yeah.
And yet you guys won the national championship.
Yes.
So where did you play? Where was this held at?
This was at Rock Hill, South Carolina. At Winthrop University. So
how many teams there? Do you remember?
So they have a D1 pool, a D2 pool, and a D3 pool. We won the D3 national championship, our younger guys. There was about 70 teams in that one. D2 has 100 and something. It was about probably 120, I think. And then D1 was about around 80.
So your guys had how many teams? What'd you say, 100?
We have 5 teams there.
There's 5 teams competing?
From Milligan, yep.
How many total?
Probably around 300. Well, I would say around 300.
So you finished first out of 300 schools?
In the one division, yes.
Yeah, in the division matter, the Milligan division.
Yep.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yes, sir.
Wow. So, are you graduating?
I am graduating.
Okay. What are you majoring in?
Business.
Business?
Yes, sir.
You're running around and you're shadowing Mrs. Bean, is that correct?
Yes, I am. I'm interning with Miss Courtney Bean.
There you go. So, and she's a piece of work. She'll be here in just a second.
Yes, sir.
We always like to have Courtney on. So, and there's a lot going on downtown Elizabeth, and so it's really cool because everywhere I go, people know that we're doing stuff in Elizabeth, and I was like, how do y'all get all that? How do y'all have that stuff over there for these are other cities in the Tri-Cities. It's like only like 14,000 people over here. I said,
yeah,
we're getting it done. We're bringing all these musical concerts and all the stuff downtown, and all the new businesses opening up downtown. Some of the places are getting the front of their stores redone, the facade. So it's pretty exciting. And on top of all that, you got a bridge that's out.
Yeah.
But we're still making do.
Yep.
And we're kind of hamstrung for the time being, but it's okay.
There's
so
a lot of lovely people down there that
they're
are
great
doing a great
people.
job.
Oh, they're great people. So, so what was the biggest thrill for you? How many years did you play disc golf?
So I've been at Milligan for a year and a half, and then I'll have one more year because I'm getting my master's, so I'll be there for another year.
You disc golf next year too?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So you're not done.
Not done.
All right.
Yep.
So to this point, what's been the biggest? Do you call them games? I'm trying to learn the sport because I don't know what I'm doing. So is it games? Is it a match? What do you call disc golf?
I guess a tournament. Really a tournament round, but I guess you would call it like a regional or something if you won one in college, at least.
So what was the best game, match, whatever you call it, when you played disc golf? What was the best one you did?
Personally, it would have to be at the Liberty Flamethrower event. I played at Liberty. I bumped up for a team that day, and then I beat everybody on my own card. So
That's
me and my
awesome.
whole team, yeah.
Now I got to ask, because in every sport there's trash talking. Do we trash talk in disc golf, or do we?
Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Really?
A lot of trash talking out there.
So if you're getting ready to, I guess you tee it off. You tee.
Yeah.
Am I over there going? Watch this, guys. Harrison's a weenie. He can't do this.
So you're supposed to be quiet. It's like golf. You got the golf etiquette, but when you're walking with people, you're saying some things, So.
Out of the corner of your mouth, like you're a loser.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Especially.
You're pond scum. You're a loser. So I get that.
Especially my assistant coach, Zach Milton. He'll be pro disc golfer.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, he'll be talking trash.
He'll talk a little bit
all the time.
Yeah. So I could see her playing. She'll be here in a minute. I bet she could talk more trash out there playing disc golf or whatever. I bet she could get right there with it. So
yeah,
I bet. So because she's very competitive.
Mm-hmm.
So Zach Melton, here's a story on Zach. I had him in youth group when he was about this big.
Yeah.
And I can understand him in track because he trash talked a lot to the leaders when we was in Awana with us. So he's a great kid, but now he's a grown man who's a professional disc golfer.
Yeah.
So I don't know anything about that either. So there is a level you can leave after college to go up to disc golf and get paid to do this, right? Professionally?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Wow. So is there a website we can go to learn about disc golf?
Yeah, it's the PDGA, Public Players Disc Golf Association. That's a website you can go to, and it teaches you all the rules and whatever you want to know about it.
Because it's a growing sport. In fact, they say the two fastest growing sports are flag football for the ladies and disc golf in this country. Because it doesn't take to start up to play. What's a disc? If I went out to, where would I buy a disc golf? Dick's or?
You can go to Dick's. This is a very big area for disc golf, so there's like actual stores you can go to.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like Throwmore and Kingsport. Shout out to them.
Mm-hmm.
I guess my teammate, his dad owns it, and they run a whole store up there, and you can go buy whatever you want.
So if I was going to buy a disc golf disc,
yep,
weighs a pound by Bigsby and Palm, how much it cost?
It just depends on what type you get. If you want to get more used, you can get them for $5-10. And,
okay.
If you want to buy them brand new, sometimes it's about $20-25.
Yep. So Zach Melton is friends with my Zach. There you go. That would be Mrs. Troutman down at the Eagle Center who's watching the show.
ZP.
Yep. You knew that, ZP.
Yep.
That's great. So I know nothing about this. That's why, but it's intriguing to me. So if you want to start this sport, and unlike another sport costs a lot of money if you go play golf or whatever. So basically, let's say $50 or less, you can get you some discs, and I guess you got to have a pair of tennis shoes or walking shoes, which, that's pretty much all you need, right?
Yeah, that's all you really need. Yeah.
Seems pretty simple to me then to start it. And I guarantee it's not as easy as it looks. So 300 feet from here to take this disc and get it from here to that basket 300 feet across the parking lot, what would be par 3? Takes 3? Par 3?
Yep.
Interesting. So he's part of the national championship, folks, from Milligan University. Just won the track and field conference championship on Saturday. They continue to just click them off. I'm telling you, it's unbelievable. Once I got into covering the games at Milligan, how strong they are. I mean, they're good in every sport. I mean, it's basketball, baseball, softball, baseball, and softball qualify for the tournament next week over in Kingsport.
Yep.
Disc golf won the national championship. Track and field won their championship, the conference championship this weekend at Johnson Science Hill. They'll go to the Nationals at the end of the month. Bowling finished third in the country. The dance team went to Florida, and Miss Pennington, don't have her name in front of me, she was a rookie of the year cheerleader in the country. The Milligan University, I mean, it just goes on and on and on. So, but Harrison is part of it. So what'd you get for winning it? Trophies, medals?
Yeah, they got big giant basket, like an actual basket. It's got D3 champions on it.
Oh,
and
that's
we're
cool.
Gonna get a banner hung up in the rafters at Milligan.
At Milligan,
So,
Steve Lacey Fieldhouse.
Yep.
So you got an actual disc golf basket.
Yep.
Says national
So
champs.
real life size basket, and it says
Oh, that's
D3
awesome.
national champions.
That
on
is
it,
really
so,
cool.
yeah.
Awesome. Go eat your lunch. Congratulations. Good job.
Appreciate it.
So
Thank
you're
you.
back next year.
Yes, sir.
Yep. And for now, you're the wingman.
Wingman.
For Courtney Bean. So
Yep.
there you go. We should just put Court's wingman. So there you go. Oh, I think it's great. So
Thank you for having me on. I
Oh,
appreciate
you're
it.
absolutely. No problem. My privilege. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back, and we'll talk to herself next. There's lots going on in Elizabeth and heading into spring. We are in spring. So the baseball, I'm glad I had him on the show because our schedule, and he said, I messed up. The schedule has us at home today. We ain't at home. We're in Jonesboro, which changes the dynamics to say the least. So, but we'll do our best to get down there and bring you that game. It's in Jonesboro. They want to start early before the storms come. Got some rain coming, some heavy rains tonight. So, anyway, we'll take a break. Courtney Bean from Main Street, Elizabeth, the next on the Tom Dillon Sports Show. Great sponsors of the Tom Dillon Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Folks, never been here. What's going on at the Eagle Center? Tell me about it.
Well, we have so many good things going on. I have wonderful vendors who keep their booths stocked fresh and organized and neat and with new things all the time. Great prices, a great selection. We have 2 floors and almost 50 vendors, and you won't see the same thing twice.
A waiting list to get here, downtown Elizabeth in the Eagle Center. Again, it is open, what's your hours?
We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Closed on Sunday.
Closed on
Pretty
Sunday.
obvious. So, anything you want, again, what's your little catchphrase you always say?
Things tell a story when people no longer can.
Mm-hmm. So, what's the neatest thing about the Eagle Center? You own the place. What do you think is the neatest thing?
There's so many neat things. So many people have this idea of what an antique store is. We have a little bit of new, a little bit of old, and a lot of in between. It's clean. It's not musty and smelly. It's well lit. It's fun. I mean, there are so many things here to add character and conversation to your homes, gift ideas. We could go on and on. It's a really great store.
How do we find you on social media?
You find us on Facebook, the Eagle Center Co-op, and then on Instagram, it's Eagle Center Antiques.
And the magic phone number is?
The number is 542-6674.
Here you go. One of our great sponsors in downtown Elizabeth and the Eagle Center. Proud sponsor of the Tom Dillon Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports.
Hey, it's your girl Mayani. A little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the chicken. Literally, the nuggets, they smack. When you put those nuggets in the salad, it just brings the salad to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A market salad is that the chicken is super juicy and the apples can be a little tangy, also a little sweet as well. So there's just a ton of different flavors. It's just so good.
Back on the Tom Dillon Sports Show. So again, we have baseball at 5 o'clock in Jonesboro. We do what we can do, right?
That's right.
You know that.
That's all we can do.
That's it. At the end of
Amen
the-
to that.
Amen. So we'll make our best concerted attempt to be down and bring you the game at 5 o'clock in Jonesboro, rather than right over the hill here. So, but that's okay. It'll be a beautiful drive down to, and it is a gorgeous place out in the country, Crockett High School. Courtney's there with us, Main Street Elizabeth. I want to get her in before the show goes off today. Big thanks to Harrison. Tomorrow we'll be at Big John's Closeouts. Wednesday, Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. Thursday we'll be at the Jeweler's Bench promoting graduation Mother's Day jewelry. And we'll kick off the weekend at Food City here at Food City Friday and Food City Elizabethton. Speaking of Fridays, first Friday's coming up. Tell me about that.
I know the countdown is on. This is our first Fridays. This is our summer series. This will be the 5th year that we've done it, which is wild. And it is just a really fun time, I think, to see downtown Elizabethton coming out, being elevated, really showcasing what we have downtown. So some of our shops will stay open late, extended shopping hours. We have a mobile food truck zone. We have a fun zone. We have a community zone. We have bingo cards. Free activities, as well as just, again, showcasing our shops and our restaurants for our community to engage in.
Yep. Harrison is your intern, but you're primarily the Lone Ranger. He is your Tonto, but you're primarily the Lone Ranger, right?
Yes, we
That
we
is
are.
what it is.
Yes, one staff, but we do have a great active board and great volunteers that help Main Street be what we are, which is amazing.
Yep.
So we appreciate that.
As I was driving over, I'm thinking, okay, all the folks I get to work with downtown, I have down on that end. I start Big Dan's Barbecue, then I come up to
Great food.
Duck Crossing,
Great store.
Eagle Center,
Great store.
Brummett Sports Shop,
Great shop.
Coffee Company,
Delicious.
Cannon's Furniture,
Love it. Lingerfelt.
Lingerfeld Drug,
Classic.
Carter County Bank,
Great
David Collins, Collins and Company is over on Armed Forces.
Saw him this morning.
Big John's Closeouts up on the other end.
They are Main Street members. They are right
Right.
outside the Main Street district, but they're members of Main
Right
Street.
on the edge.
Yep.
So,
lots of great supporters
yeah.
there. All about community, right?
Yeah. And it's-
Collaboration.
And there's so much downtown.
So
there's
much. We have
Antique
so-
stores.
Yes. Boutiques. We have 150 businesses downtown. 150. And just this week, we have so much that we're celebrating. So this morning, Harrison and I were supervising the installation of a mural on Eagle Center Co-op. We're going to have a dedication for that tomorrow, Tuesday at 1 o'clock. You'll probably be listening to Tom Taylor. Actually, Tom Taylor ends right at 1. So, anyways, come on over.
Come on down.
But we'll showcase some pictures, and it's downtown now if you want to come and see it. And then we have a ribbon cutting for a new business, Jack of All Art Trades. Oh, it's 106 now. Jack of All Art Trades is going to be on Wednesday. It's a new business. It's in the Ritz Mini Mall. And they're doing classes and stained glass and all sorts of art things. That's going to be 1 o'clock on Wednesday. And then on Friday, August Muse is opening up. She has expanded into a different location. So where Appalachian Irish Dance was, they have moved to a bigger location downtown, just a few doors down. So August Muse is opening the dance store at August Muse, and we're going to have a grand reopening and ribbon cutting, and she's going to have point shoes, and it's going to be a big thing. Lots going on just this week. And then First Friday, 1 week from Friday.
Mrs. Troutman says the mural looks great. Thanks, Courtney, for all you do. So there you go.
Thank you, Tammy.
Oh yeah, she's awesome.
She's awesome.
Yep. So you have all right. What's the name of the place that does the prom dresses? That place is
Dynasty
it's rocking.
Formals.
It's rocking.
They are amazing. They're Main Street members too. I mean, you can get wedding, your prom. It's prom season, right?
Steady stream of young ladies going in there. I see it all the time.
Oh my
Yep.
goodness! And she does alterations too. She's amazing. They're amazing. Shout out to Sherry.
Let's see.
Sherry at Dynasty Formals.
Mine went. She was there last year picking out a dress for what did we pick out a dress for last year? For prom.
For homecoming.
Dance. Homecoming dance. Yep. So it's so you have that.
Some formal. Yep.
Furniture stores. You've got restaurants. You've got Jimmy's Used Bookstore. You've got.
We got Jimmy down there.
Brummett Sports, of course. You Hellbender Outfitters. Trying to do this by memory.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to mention, you're talking about disc golf. Hellbender Outfitters sells discs as
Oh,
well.
do they? Okay.
They do. My husband is actually one of the vendors. He dyes discs. So he does like designs in them and he dyes
really?
them. He plays disc golf. But then there's somebody that sells he dyes discs in a different way, and then there's like used discs, or if you want like a bag or anything like that. Yeah.
So your husband plays golf?
He plays disc golf.
So you ever go out with him and watch him sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes. I'm not very good at it, but
That's
I
my
support him
point.
in that process.
Harrison is good as what he does. He's a national champ. But for us, just going out there, it's not as easy as it looks, is it?
No. I usually quit playing because it's not fun when you have to keep counting, I'm like way over. It's like, this is
Honey, I'm out.
lame.
Yeah, I'm done.
I know what my strengths are, and that
That's
is not
it.
one.
I'll walk along with you, honey, but I ain't playing.
That's right.
I'm done.
That's right.
So that's cool. They sell disc golfs at the actual discs at Hellbenders Outfitters.
Along with fishing and hiking and rock climbing,
Mhm.
any outdoor thing you want to do, come
Mhm.
check it out.
So the new place is called Jack of All Trades.
Jack of All Art Trades.
Jack of All Art Trades.
Mhm.
Okay.
And it's in the Ritz Mini Mall. And the ribbon cutting is going to be Wednesday at 1:00.
Yep.
And they do like stained glass classes and things like that.
Some of the
A lot happening.
Some of the storefronts are having a redo, right?
Yes, we have a ton of businesses that are putting a lot of time, effort, and money into rehabbing their businesses. And a lot of them have partnered with the city through a grant program. So we have a local facade grant as well as a larger grant from the state. And we have multiple projects going on downtown right now if you come. Some of them are local, some of them are for our larger state grant. But it's really exciting to see the work that they're putting in.
So outside of Elizabeth, they've heard over and over and over the bridge is closed, and it is. But we're open for business.
We do know that bridge is closed.
But we're open for business.
We're open, and here's what I want to say. I think that yes, it is unfortunate that I think because a lot of the traffic is coming through downtown, other people don't want to come downtown because they don't want to deal with it. This is what we're hearing. However, we have close to 1,000 parking spaces in our downtown district, and most of those parking spaces are behind the buildings and parking lots. So if you come downtown,
Well put.
come and park behind in the parking lots. Don't deal with Elk Avenue if you don't have to, because then you're just adding to the congestion. I think everyone wants to park on Elk Avenue right there in the parallel parking for ease. Maybe you can't do that this time, So park in the parking lots, visit your businesses. They need you now. And, some people have learned about new businesses because of the traffic diversion. But some people, again, don't want to come downtown because they don't want to get mixed up in the traffic. So come downtown, shop local, be loyal.
Be loyal and buy local.
Betsy. Yeah. And...
I
but
thought
park
you
in the
forgot
parking
that.
lots.
You didn't forget that, did you?
No, I didn't forget that.
We coined that phrase last year. Be loyal, buy local, buy Betsy. So
Yeah, we were going to make T-shirts.
we are for the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
I thought we said we were.
We were on what?
We need to.
we're
Now we
waiting
need
on
to get
you.
Brummets to do them.
Yeah, Brummels can do it.
I know, they can.
We used to call her Beanie. And she went along with that for a while. So no, just call me Courtney. Okay, so.
Did I say that?
Yeah. You liked it for first 2 or 3 times. So the day we sold the sweatshirts at the coffee company. You looked at me kind of in the middle of the show and went, "No, we're going to go with Courtney." I said, "Okay, all right."
I believe you.
I got
don't
called down
remember
on
that.
the air on my show.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry,
I'm
Tom.
Just teasing. So now I got to plug this place. Is that Saturday? I'm telling you, it is the best. Sweet Sea's Treats.
Sweet Tea Treats. So
Hand
good.
dipped Hershey's ice cream. So took the granddaughter there, and she said, "Man, this is really cool." And she taught me into getting a BOBAT, boba.
Boba, yeah.
Got them little, and so I told the little girl, I said,
I don't think it has a T at the end, Tom. I think it's just BOBA.
"No, it's a tea because I got a peach tea. There's a blueberry tea,
Oh.
iced tea. I'm sorry.
T-A.
Yeah,
You're saying
T-E-A.
a boba tea.
No, I'm talking about.
I thought you were spelling it
I'm
like
sorry.
Bobat.
No.
And I was like, that's not right.
That'd be a boba iced tea.
Boba
Yeah.
boba tea. Was it
And
good?
I told the little girl, it looked like fish eggs in the
Yeah.
bottom. She said, "What?" I said, "So what? When you bite into them, it squirts out. In this case, peach juice." I said,
It's pretty good.
"Okay." So I tried it, man. I liked it. Got that and got me some Hershey's ice cream. Another place downtown you'd want to try is Sweet Sea's Treats.
Sweet Tea Treats.
Yeah, banana
It's so good.
splits.
And it's right next to one of our breezeways. And so we have what's the word I'm looking, tables. That's what this is, tables. They have outdoor tables.
Right.
We have umbrellas that will come out in May, and we have artwork that is done by Blue River Studio. Karen Hitchcock, local artist. We have 2 more mosaics coming up by June.
It's like a marketing machine.
Always something going on.
I can just mention somebody and she's takes off. Love
That's
it.
right.
Because she knows what's going on. So how many businesses downtown did you say?
150.
Wow, I didn't realize that. 150
That's a lot.
businesses. Yep.
It's a lot.
And one block over, what's the name of the place that sells the tomato plants and is that the City Farmer?
That is downtown Farm Supply.
Farm Supply, thank
on
you.
the same block as City Market. I see what you're doing there. You
Mhm.
know, those are Farm Supply has been around since the 30s, I mean, this morning when we were hanging that panel, shout out to Richie's as well. They let us store some panels there. And so I was waiting outside the Richie's warehouse, and Farm Supply was a hopping at 8:30 this morning. It is busy.
Selling fertilizer, grass seed, tomato plants, all the bedding plants.
All the things. Yep.
So there's something for, I'm serious, there's something for everybody
Literally
downtown.
something for everybody.
Is
We
there
have such a variety downtown.
Is there a website we can find out more about Main Street?
Absolutely. Love that you asked.
You silly
I
goose.
really got you, didn't it? I really got you. Let me tell you, it's downtownelizabethton.com.
You
And there's
silly
a
goose. Of course I can tell you that. Go ahead.
And what's great is that there's a business directory. So if you go into the website, you can go to our business directory, and there's even a search bar. So you can even type in like boutique, or if you want to know what pet-friendly businesses there are. We have over 25 pet-friendly businesses. You can type in pet-friendly, and a whole list of the pet-friendly businesses will come up.
There you go.
All sorts of things.
Yep. And just go to the website. It is one more time.
DowntownElizabethton.com.
Very simple.
So
very
easy.
Yep.
We try to make it easy for people.
So I just learned 150 businesses and 1,000 parking spaces in downtown Betsy.
Close to 1,000.
So there's
Close to 1,000.
Yep. And of course everything, a lot of the activities down on that end, down by the covered bridge, but up on this end, if you will, there's plenty up on this end too.
Absolutely.
And First Friday will be all through downtown. Is that right?
All through downtown, from Jay's Corner all the way down. I guess the last business that usually participates is, well, they were called Tweetsea Trailing, but now they've changed their name to Covered Bridge Creamery.
Oh, yes.
But it's across from Covered Bridge Park.
Yep.
So basically, Jay's Corner to Covered Bridge Park.
So in closing, here Saturday across, right up from Cannons, there was a bunch of people there. It looks like it's an old garage of sorts, and it looked like there's a bunch of painting or something going on up on that, right across from the Harvest Baptist Church.
Yeah, that's Crossroads Craftworks. They were having a healing arts festival.
Crossroads Craftworks.
Crossroads Craftworks. They have a ton of stuff there. Made on Elk is there. They're a pottery studio, so they have classes and different workshops and things like that, as well as Crossroads Craftworks. They have a market every month, and different vendors come, and you can shop local. Be loyal. By Betsy.
By Betsy.
You
By
can do
Betsy.
that there. But yeah, they have a different market every month, and then they have tons of classes. Like you can learn how to make a stained glass item. You can learn how to. They do like forging.
Blacksmithing.
Thank you.
Forging. Thank you.
Words are hard.
Yeah.
Yes. Blacksmith workshops, and they have a comedy night every Monday night. So they have a comedy night tonight.
Really?
It's like a stand-up mic comedy night. So if you think you're funny or want to test if you're funny, go to Crossroads Craftworks. I think it's like $5 to enter, and you can test out some material.
Now, I'm being serious. Have you ever done that? Because you would be a hoot. I'm telling you.
Thank you.
I'm being honest.
Thank you.
And it's not a put down. You'd be a hoot.
I think I'm hilarious.
Oh, I think you are too.
Yeah, no, I think I'm hilarious.
Oh, I think you are
no,
too.
I don't have any material planned.
All right. So now the new place
comes out naturally. You know?
It just oozes out.
Just oozes out.
So the Jack of
all art trades.
Now you mentioned stained glass with him, right?
They focus mostly on stained glass.
That's on my bucket list.
Is it?
Oh, I've always wanted to do stained
them out.
glass.
They have classes, and what's cool is that they have like a standing time of classes. So if you go to their Facebook page, they have like a list of things like on Wednesdays, this is what you can make, and on Thursdays or Saturdays, or you can set up your own appointment.
When I was a little boy growing up, our church, each window had a stained glass depicting a different scene of the Bible. Ever since, I've always wanted to do stained glass.
Yeah,
so
you can make it.
Jack of all art trades. Jack of all art trades.
Yep.
So,
and the ribbon cutting's tomorrow at 1 o'clock. No,
there you go.
Wednesday at 1 o'clock. Today is Monday. Busy week.
You're awesome.
You're awesome, Tom. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, we got to do this more often.
Yeah,
this
we
is
do.
A hoot.
We
this
do.
Is,
a hoot and a half.
She's a hoot. A hoot and a half. One more time, the website is
Downtown Elizabethton.com.
There you go.
You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Downtown Elizabethton.
There you go.
Yep.
Courtney Bean with us, ladies and gentlemen.
Also known as Beanie.
Beanie. My little buddy Beanie. There you go. My little buddy Beanie. That's a good time to go to a break. We're going to break on that one. My little buddy Beanie. We'll be right back, closing out after this on the Tom Bailey Sports Show live at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton.
We're talking to Sherry Holtzclaw, one of our great sponsors, the Cyclone Sports and the Tom Daly Sports Show. A lot of jewelry stores out there. Why the Jeweler's Bench?
So everything is done in-house. Nothing gets sent out. We do ring sizing, necklace repairs, replace stones, shorten bracelets, necklaces. We repair silver jewelry. There's not a lot of jewelry stores that will repair silver jewelry. So we're one of the ones that do. Occasionally watches, we do some watch repair. Some of it we do have to send that out occasionally, but I'll let you know when I do, so it doesn't go out without you knowing about it.
Watch batteries. They replace a lot of watch batteries. Again,
every day.
Yes. John Holtzclaw is one of the few jewelry repair people in the area. There's not many of them left, so they do jewelry repair here. Remember that. They ship all over the country. The website is?
JewelersBench10.com.
The hours you're open are?
Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and then Saturday, 9:30 to 2.
All right. And social media, where do we find you?
Facebook and Instagram.
And the phone number is?
423-542-5600.
Be loyal, buy local. It's a mom and pop store. Been here for a long time here in Elizabethton, serving not just Elizabethton, but the entire Tri-Cities and really anywhere in the country. The Jeweler's Bench, proud sponsor of the Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. She is a hoot, I'm telling you. All right, that's a good way to end it. Good way to stop this, or not stop it, but end it today. We got to get to Jonesboro. So he said, I'm sorry, the schedule. You're right. It says home. I said, yep, but it ain't home. He said, no, we're in Jonesboro. So I think I can get down and do this. I won't guarantee it, but we're going to try to. So it is what it is. Let's wrap it up with the verse of the day. We always dedicate our broadcast to the man who hung on the cross. And here we go. It goes like this. Here we go. Now, this applies to you and me. Most people try to carry out all their burdens by themselves. There you go. It's no wonder we're tired and weary. We can't do it all by ourselves. He, the good Lord, never meant for us to carry everything all alone. In fact, He's given us more than we can bear, so we have to turn over to Him. I'm convinced of that. He makes Himself known to us by rescuing us from trouble. But if we don't fully trust Him, we may think He's either too busy, unwilling to help us, like, it's me. He's got other bigger fish to fry than to help out Tom Taylor or help you out, whatever. But then how can the one who paid so dearly for your salvation went up on the cross not want to help you with your day-to-day struggles? Of course He does. In fact, He knows exactly what we need, so we need to always take our problems to Him. He can certainly handle anything comes our way. Here's the verse to follow all this up. Psalms 62:8 says, trust in Him at all times. At all times. At all times. All's a big word there. At all times. Pour out your hearts to Him, for God is our refuge, our shelter. It's an excellent verse, excellent thought. Psalms 62:8. Good way to end it. Thanks for our guests for being on the show, I should say. Courtney Bean and Harrison from Main Street, Elizabethton. Leslie Shockley from Sycamore Shoals State Park. Mike Korn, baseball coach, Elizabethton. Andrea DeMoss stopped by, of course, from the Northeast Community Credit Union, one of our great sponsors. So, and of course, right here, Chick-fil-A, they're still cranking out those sandwiches, and they're cranking them out big time too. They sell a lot of these sandwiches. The original, the grilled and spicy
barbecue bacon sandwich going on right now here at Chick-fil-A. And also the Sunjoy, which they sell a ton of that too, the Sunjoys. You can get them in, lemonade, get them in tea. It is pineapple dragon fruit, which is really good. You get them in lemonade, Sunjoy, tea, or the frosted. It's available right here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth. And if you have an activity, you're going to need some food. Throw out some ideas. VBS, class reunion, graduation party, Mother's Day get-together, whatever the case may be, field day at school, or just because. 297-1266 the number to call. 297-1266 is the number to call in here and talk to someone about getting food delivered or ordering it and come pick it up. 297-1266 the number to call here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth. I love coming here every Monday. We do. Hello, Brenda Jordan. Hello to Damian Pruitt. Hello to Wilma Stockdale. Hello to Jamie Green. Hello to Larry Spite. Hope I'm saying it right. SPB Height with a SP. Larry Spite. Hope I'm saying it right. Hello, Pete Welch. How you doing? Hello to Graham McDougall. Deborah Sparks. Ginger Metzelberg. These are some new names. Thank you. Krista Britt. That's not a new name. Hello, lady. How are you? Heather McCurry. How are you doing? That's not a new name. Kenny Shack. Not a new name. Donna, can't say it, Litsky. Hope I'm saying it right. Hello to you. Thank you. It's a new name. Reba Whitehead. Hello. That is not a new name. She's a regular. Thank you, ma'am, for watching. And, of course, Tammy Troutman watching. She is one of our sponsors at the Eagle Center. So, anyway, we're out of time. We sincerely thank you. Yours back at it coming up at 4:45. We get down there. Cyclone baseball against the Crockett Pioneers. Until then, we'll say, as always, bloom where you plant it. And win or lose, be a good sport. And thank you for watching show number 2,271 of the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Live today, we're here from Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth. And back at 4:45 for Cyclone Baseball. See you then. Thanks for watching.